You know what's good, YouTube. Scratchavio here, back again once again, and today, we're going to be starting our new Pokemon of the week in the Showdown Showcase. And the Pokemon that we're going to be doing is going to be Liepard. Whenever I originally started on Liepard, I did not expect much. I expected another Drifloon Pokemon that just sets up, can't really do much, but actually, Liepard's pretty cool. Liepard's got some pretty good things going for him. But I'm going to start with the set that I like to run. And this is actually a set someone in the NU room suggested to me. I started using it a couple times, and it really works. But before we look at the sets, even though you can clearly see them, let's go ahead and look at his stats. First thing that pops out to me is that amazing 106 speed. Plus you have Prankster on top of that. You're going to be getting your non-damaging moves off without any regard to them. Then you also have some amazing attack and special attack, both base 88, so it's pretty good. The rest of it's kind of like okay HP and then awful defenses, but he's a glass cannon. That's what Liepard is. He's a supportive glass cannon, which, take with that as you will. But let's go ahead and look at the set that I personally like to run. It's a Nasty Plot set. Because it's a Nasty Plot set, I've gone ahead and gave him Dark Pulse. U-turn's going to be on a lot of these because it's going to... Because Liepard does force switches with its versatility, you're going to be wanting to get out of there quickly and getting some damage off at the same time. But what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and set up a Nasty Plot. Dark Pulse is there for stab. Copycat. Copycat is actually a very interesting move for this, because you're going to be copying the last move that they used, since you're most of the time going to be outspeeding them. And Copycat is affected by Prankster. You're going to be copying their last move. So whatever their last move is, you got it now for that one turn. So that's going to definitely set up some interesting possibilities. They've hit you with something that's going to hit like a truck, and it's a special move, and you've got that Nasty Plot up. That Copycat, which is going to be a priority move every single time basically, is going to hit them straight back and even harder. And that's why I love to have Copycat on Liepard. It puts in so much work, along with Dark Pulse being its stab move. Dark Pulse, to be honest, is there for stab, and so you don't get shut down as taunt bait, except for U-turn. But on to the next set. It's more of a physical set. This time we've got Home Claws, Encore, Knockoff, and Gunk Shot. That was supposed to be done, I'm sorry about that. That's Adamant, not Jolly, I'm sorry. Either way. But what you're going to be wanting to do with this set is you can go ahead and Encore them into a setup move, Encore them into something that's not going to do anything to you, and then on their switch, go ahead and set up a Home Claws, get your attack boost, and then your stab move of choice is going to be knock off any item they have. You can also still go with the not Dark Pulse. You can also go with the Sucker Punch if you want, but I prefer knockoff, because you can also catch them with the knockoff on the switch-in, which is always nice. And then Gunk Shot's there mainly for coverage for fairy types. Is there anything that really completely shuts this down, like type-wise? Let's see. Like a Dark Steel type? I don't think there are any in NU. If there are, you should let me know, because I can't think of them off the top of my head. Either way, onto some more physical options. We've also got Seed Bomb, you got Shadow Claw, you got Play Rough. I didn't know he got Play Rough. Also, Fake Out's always a nice option to have. You get some quick damage off. And you can break any sashes, you can break any sturdy, and you don't have to take any damage in return, unless you decide to run Life Orb, like I have on this set. That's why I'm not running a Fake Out set. But you also have some options there if you want to replace any of those moves. I've just decided to go with Gunk Shot over the rest of these. Now on to something that I honestly thought this is what he was only used for, and boy was I wrong, is for Prankster. This isn't a recommended set, obviously, because I have Sunny Day and Rain Dance. Why would you ever have both of those on the same Pokemon? You wouldn't. What you're going to be doing with this, is you're going to Thunder Wave them. Make sure they get a lot slower, that way if they're basically crippled, you can taunt them if they're a Stally Pokemon or if they're setup Pokemon. And then depending on your team, because Liepard and Loomis and Volbeat are your best options for setting up weather in this tier, since you can't have Drizzle, Drought, or Sandstream, or either of Kyogre's or Groudon's move abilities, but you can't have that anyways. You'll be able to set those up for them, and with Prankster it's going to be priority, so you're going to go with that. So depending on your team, you can adjust it as need be. More options you also have is Yawn, Toxic, Torment. Torment's actually interesting to stop choice Pokemon, because what Torment does, in case you don't know, is the target can't use the same move twice. So that means every other turn, they're going to be forced to hit themselves with struggle, which is going to quickly wear them down if that's their last Pokemon. You also got Toxic to slowly stall them out. Trick is going to do the exact same thing that Drifloon did last time. It's going to be Toxic, Flame Orb, and Toxic Orb, Flame Orb, choice item if you want to. What you could actually do is trick them into a choice item and then torment them. That's actually a very good possibility. Trick them into a choice scarf, and since you have Prankster, you're still going to outspeed them. And then whatever move they go for, torment them, that way they're stuck doing that. You can Toxic or Yawn them depending on what you want to do, and you're good to go with that. But this is actually the ideal set that most people like to run. Is Encore, U-Turn, Sucker Punch, and Knockoff. The I'm going to be calling U-Turn Encore set, because I apparently can't talk as usual. Can I ever talk? I mean, is that anything new for me, not being able to talk? Because I don't think it is. Either way, what you're going to be doing this set is, yes, you don't have as much coverage, but you do still force switches, and that's what this set is mainly used for. It's for forcing switches and keeping up momentum on your side. You can go ahead and Encore them into a move that's not going to be useful for them. Then whenever they switch out, you just U-turn. They're going to be in, then you can pick your Pokemon that's going to be better for them. So you got a Volt Turn team. This just makes it so much better. Liepard is going to really help you there. You also got Knockoff. Knock off their item. Sucker Punch in case they outspeed you. And you're just going to be doing a lot of pivot switching, being able to get a lot of damage off. So overall, Liepard has a lot more options than I originally thought he would. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I always thought Liepard was just setup. No, he has options. So I honestly want to see Liepard get more usage. So Liepard is a Pokemon that does put in his work. It's not going to sweep, but it will put in the work for you if you use it right. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, smash the hell out of that like button, subscribe, come back tomorrow for our next part of our Showdown Showcase, and our Crystal Ashlock, and I will hopefully see you then. Peace!